outside playing ghost. Hit a trap, split that's in a fold. Roll the dice on the levy, hit the quota. Big flex in my pocket, I'ma show 'em. Trap bustin' till I don't know phone. Pulling up, big body smoking dope shit. Bad bitch, so why you call it snow? She glowing on my neck, got you froze. In the day, in the night, girl, I'm home. Pull a stop sign, California pole. I make a bad bitch, game on. I'm young niggas pop out. Flame throwing metal pipes, nigga fight.
This is insane, bro. Oh, I ain't even thought about taking that photo yet. I'm like, that camera going, that's what I be on.
Anybody who ever doubted me, I promise you, it's up now. Game on, motherfucker. Get yourself right. You wanna look good on camera. You wanna, you feel me, get your shit right. Hit up B-Store.
Niggas was hurt. I'm still recovering, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Niggas was hurt, my nigga. Everybody I spoke to on our radio shit, I'm seeing them niggas done deal. Reg, I'll call you nigga when I get back to New York. Reg, I'll call you when I get back to Nebraska. Reg, I'm like, nigga, let's roll something real quick. What you got right here, kid? What you got right here? I'm fucking honestly, yeah. You know, it's all about who you are as a person. I tell niggas all the time. It's 90% personality, 10% the record. That shit is, people come in here with garbage ass shit all the time, nigga, but you be a cool ass dude, niggas fuck with you. Everybody named Mama been in this building. Ty know. You go in here, you're gonna see the iHeart Walk of Fame when you go in here. So, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, like I said, some top deal shit. You got some real niggas behind you.
iHeart.
LA Envy, he's next up. I tell y'all, he's next up. I don't like talk a lot. I just, I do my thing. I make things happen. I just fuck up.
I want him to talk, because if I start talking, niggas is gonna be.
Nah, but this is what it is though. These are the platforms that's gonna take you to that next level so you can talk that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no ammunition, my nigga, you can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just real shit. A lot of these niggas can talk that shit for 5, 6, 7 years because they're like, nigga, I got a little plaque. Been in some buildings. I know some niggas. Where you been? Right? And then it's kind of like, all right. And then now, guess what? I can talk a little bit. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, bro, is just fairy tale shit. Niggas just make the shit up as they go. It's already on. It's already digital. It's already viral. Niggas is like, oh, that's the one. That's the only way that you're gonna get a DJ. Niggas know who the fuck you are. So when these PDs get their rollout sheets on that Monday, Tuesday, and they start looking at records, they start generating, well, who's LA Envy? Why we never heard of this nigga? Oh, let me do a little research. Oh, Reg is running. Beep, beep. I might get a DM. Hey, Reg, it happens all the time. Who's this dude? Slide him through. We like his style. It happens all the time. It just depends on who the artist is, my nigga. And something's a big stone for you to step on, no doubt. But it's just one of many that you're going to, my niggas. That's why I said, don't get it twisted.
Right up. I'm in the gym with it, dude.
Yeah. Pull it out.
Hey, I just told him about that spray. See, Ty, man.
I see you do your thing out the
Tired.
How you doing, man?
Nick Nack.
How you doing, man? It's a
How you
pleasure,
doing,
my
man?
boy. It's a pleasure, my boy.
Nice to meet you.
The legend.
That's the man sitting next to the man.
Shit, Reg, man, I don't know, man. What's going on? Nick Nack.
Hey, Joe Moses.
Kingdom's be hot.
It's a festival? Like, it's a fest mode? Like,
Atlanta. Yeah. It's the status is the
I'm gonna call. I might
dispensary.
have to go check that out.
And, you know what I mean? I take my lead from people like the OGs, the TV personalities like Fallon, Kimmel, you know, Jay Leno back in the day, Letterman, all these fools. When you notice that when they have artists on or you know, actors, whoever, the first whole like 90% of the interviews is them just fucking around.
Right,
So
being
they do
cool.
bids, they're just kicking it.
Right, because you'll get more with that.
Yeah, and then at the very end they plug that shit. Oh, by the way, here's a show the clip. You know
Right.
what I mean? Or the movie.
He didn't want to do it, but wanted to do it because that's why he's here in the living. You know,
Yeah,
the movie theater's gonna
yeah,
be this
yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
Right. You know, they make a joke of it. You know?
Promo.
Right.
You know what I
Promo's
mean?
promo.
So he's there, and so that's kind of how I took my lead. You know, doing all this and the podcast interviews and stuff. It makes me more comfortable. You know, it makes the artist more comfortable. Save it for the interview because I want to say something about that. Hold on. But make sure you remember to bring that up.
Yeah.
I got some funny shit I want to talk about. Hold on. This is it right here. Right, Game On. This is a music video.
Yeah, that's the clip of it. That's a clip of it. I have not dropped the music video yet.
Is the full song right here though?
Yes. On Instagram, no.
Oh no, I'm this is on YouTube.
On YouTube it is, does it?
This one, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a full thing.
Yeah. I figured about like, it's like a 3 minute blind there, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know that's a cool video though. I'll say on your gram. I appreciate that.
On the visual, I did my
Who's your
best.
boy? Who films and stuff?
Gavin Banks.
Oh, okay. He
He
does
shoots
the editing, all that
Yes, sir.
post-production.
Shot for Blueface. He shot for Blue Bugs. Everybody.
Oh,
With Nick Nack. Game on.
Just keep fighting and you get better. That's it. Keep your fight going, keep your journey, and you get better with time.
That's all. Well, I heard him say, y'all saying bro got better within a year. I'm about to knock that shit. Watch what I can do in a year.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, right? I mean, like, my position is very different than Ty's. The people I'm connected with are different than the people that Ty connected with, but they're equally as powerful people that just play different positions. He has the ability to get you booked and get you the ability to get you next to certain people in Los Angeles that, you know, they've already built connections with. That's really what's gonna help you out, grow as an artist and build that status, right? But then I have the ability also to then take you in places like this, take you in the notoriety, take you in places that's gonna build the notoriety you need to then build the catalog and the cachet with the people who you network with, right? It's two different things, right? And so with Lefty, regardless of people wanting to speak on the money side of things or his talent, regardless of what you think, he still put the work in to establish relationships with people, and his likability was likable enough for those people to be like, yeah, we fuck with you. I mean, no one has to fuck with nobody, and they're not fucking with him just because they want to. You know, it's like they like him. You know what I mean? They fuck with him. They think that, you know what I'm saying, he's got something that can help them out. And so same with you. If you play the game the right way, you build those networks, you use things like this to, you know, leverage situations in your favor, then you'll be okay. Some people, though, you know, you take them to places and they just don't, you know, you can do the thing, but you may not maximize it to the way you need to actually, like, build your brand. You stay on the right track, you work with the right people, you stay with the right network, you keep building the brand, good things will happen.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Ty's in the building? Yeah. What's up, my boy? Good to see you again, man.
Oh, enjoying life, man.
What's up, man?
Gotta shout out Ty.
Team is strong right now, or what?
It's we looking real strong.
We got LA Envy up in here. I'm assuming you're from the city. What part of LA are you from?
South Central.
South Central
Yes,
LA.
sir.
That's what's up.
Inner city.
You know, I always ask when we have artists in here from LA. You know, 99% of the time they always got like a shorty or something out here in the IE. Have you been to the IE Riverside before? Are you familiar with this area? Do you ever come out this way?
So that's. I'm glad that you asked that. Shout out to the whole IE. First of all, I went to 2 schools out here.
Oh, word. Where'd you go?
I went to Rialto High School.
Let's go.
And I went to J. Hugh Middle School.
Okay.
And then I went to Summit High School.
You Summit in Fontana?
Yes, sir.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't have to put the years out there, but like, was it like how recent we talking? Like in the past decade?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yes.
Dang, that's cool. So then you're from? Are you originally from out here? Or are you from like where were you?
So I'm originally from LA, and then obviously you know LA prices are unfortunately skyrocket. And
right.
Fortunately, you have the IE, which they would call the countryside or
right.
And my aunt had moved out here in the early 2000s. She had moved to Rialto.
Okay.
And I had no clue what this was.
Yeah.
It was like almost going to Vegas. We're like, bro.
It's so not though, my boy. Listen, it's like right. Like, people are always like, you know, but now I think they're starting to put a little bit more respect on it because so much is coming out of the IE, you know, within the last 5 to 10 years or whatnot. And it's developed so much out here. But I would hear that all the time, especially when I got into radio. You know, I mentioned the word Riverside to an LA artist. They'd be like, is that where they have Coachella?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but Riverside has a lot of things.
Of course. Yeah. But for sure, sorry I cut you off. But
oh no, you good.
Yeah.
Riverside has definitely a lot to offer. I've definitely been to the clubs over there. I've definitely been to shout out Sevilla.
Yeah. Oh my
right?
God. Yeah, of course, man. Sevilla.
Right.
Like anybody from the IE, if you know, Sevilla is one of those classic ones out here. I'll DJ it out there for like a cool decade of my life. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They had a good run there, man. Okay, so you know the IE. So back to my original question, you got a shorty or anybody out here? Like I had Kalen for real on that seat a couple months ago, and I asked him the same thing. He said he got a couple sneaky links out here, is what he called them.
Is that why they see hot?
Yeah.
Shout out Kalen.
That's the hot seat right there. You know what I mean? But any family or anything out here? Any?
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
My little brother stays in Rialto.
Okay. So when I was in high school, that would be the area that I'd take the shorties. You know, when I first got my license, I didn't have nowhere to take them. You know, so you just kind of go because there's no lights and you're way out in the boonies.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
You was over there on Edison, huh?
Yeah, boy, come on, man. How you not from? I'm gonna change your name to IE Envy. You know what I mean? Listen, LA Envy is up in here. He's got a new joint right now called
Game On.
Game On. I love it. Here's a little sample. I just checked out the music video a little earlier. Very high quality production, by the way. I love it. This is LA Envy. Game on.
We in the streets with this one.
99.1. It's Nick Nack. You tuned in to Rockstar Radio. Yo, you got someone in the Okay, I'm getting the concept of the video.
When them young niggas pop out, flame throwing metal pipes, nigga firefight. Jokes up when you clowns, I'm a dark night.
Oh, who's in the body bag, my boy?
Night boys game on when them young niggas pop out. Flame throwing metal pipes, nigga firefight.
Let's
Jokes
go.
up when you clowns, I'm a dark night. Took a bat to his mans on the calm night. Boys game on. Where you can't go. Hit a lick, hot shot, playing ghost. To the trash split, that's in a fold. Roll a dice on 11, hit the quota. Big flex in my pocket, I'ma show 'em. Trap bustin', sell it out, no forum. Pulling up big body, smoking Doja. Bad bitch, all white.
You hear the headphones, right? Yeah.
She glowing on my neck, got you froze.
I'm over here in the trance.
You remember your bars?
Yeah.
Can I hear some? Let's go.
I make a bag, bitch. Hold on.
Let's
Young
go.
niggas pop out.
Hey.
Throwing metal pipes, nigga fight.
Let's go.
Jokes up, boy, you clowns, I'm a dark night. Took it back to his mans on a calm night.
Hey,
Boys,
come
game
on.
When them young niggas pop out. Flame throwing metal pipes, nigga fight. Jokes up, boy, you clowns, I'm a dark night. I took it back to his mans on
Hey,
a calm
man,
night.
listen. LA Envy is up in here. Let's go, my boy. Listen, when I clap, I say everybody got to clap. That way I don't have to hit in post-production, you know, the sound effects later. You know, a little...
What Kendrick say? I'm finna start to stumping feet.
Hello.
Praising God.
You know, I told you I did my fair share of IG stalking on your profile earlier, and you said something on one of your posts that I wanted to quote you on. I thought this was really dope. Because especially, okay, so the first time we were talking about Lefty Gunplay off the air, and his first time in here, I mean, even still to this day, he's got one of the most likable personalities, but confident is what the word I was looking for. I mean, dude is he will tell you he's the best every minute of the interview, every minute, second of your conversation, you know? And I love that about him. I just love the confidence, his swag, you know, about himself. And so I saw that I'm going to quote you on one of your posts on Instagram. It's a picture of this joint right here.
Yes, sir.
And then we can overlay that on video. You said, it's time to take over the city. I am the new sound. So I like that because I'm like, you know, you do have a very like distinct sound with your flow, with your bars, your delivery. Give me more on that. Like, what you mean you the new sound of hip hop, of LA, of West Coast? Like, give me more.
I'm exactly what you've been missing.
Let's go.
LA has a
now what hip hop been missing, or like the West Coast been missing?
I'm what hip hop's been missing.
Okay.
I'm what every listener right now has been missing. And I mean that by if anybody has ever felt doubted or ever felt like they couldn't accomplish anything, it comes down to simply putting the work in.
Yep.
I have been putting the work in since the age of 2. That's when I started doing music.
Damn, 2 years old.
Then I ended up getting signed under Sugar Free.
Oh, Sugar Free to Pimp for Pomona.
Yes, sir.
How old did you sign with him? How old were you?
I was 19.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So what's the story behind that? How you meet Sugar Free? How'd that connection happen?
That's wild. Long story short, it was a dude, and I have to shout him out, Pookie effing Rude. He's a known person from the IE to Las Vegas.
Yep.
He was trying to manage me at the time. He had another artist named Spiffy Luciano. Spiffy Luciano is now tied to Boosie. So he was also tied in with Victory Lap and Nipsey Hussle's crew. With that being said, we had did a show in 2014 or 13, or I don't know if you remember How the West Was Won.
Yep.
So he had seen me get on stage, and his manager.
So Sugar Free was performing at that show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And his manager, you know, Sugar Free wasn't really worried about, you know, he's him. But his manager had caught eye to me.
And you performed on that show?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
And I had opened up, and his manager seen me and got his contact. And at first, he told me the reason why I love him so much to this day. He told me to stay in school.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
At that time, when he first seen me, I didn't get signed or anything or nothing. He said, stay in school.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, Sugar Free's one of those ones, man. Been in the game for so long and been through it all. I would love to just. I've never had a. I've met him. We've had him at radio events in the past, but not for a while. But I've never had like just a sit down, nice combo with him. You know, he's one of those ones that could give you some good game. You know what I mean? Did he? In the times that you had with him, any gems that you remember that he shared with you?
Yes. If you stay ready.
Yeah, you ain't got to get ready. I can't tell you how many times I've quoted that with people. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. That's probably the best one right there.
That's the best one.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
There's a quote, there's a line in a Too Short song that I was quoting, and then there's always that one right there. And that kind of like goes towards anything in life, you
Yes,
know, and whether it's career or personal life, whatever, man.
Yes,
it's
sir.
just kind of, if you stay ready, straight. You got to get ready, man.
You here for a reason.
I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
So what we looking forward to? We got Game On as a single. Are you working towards an EP? Is it already out? You know?
Yes, sir. I actually just released the EP.
Let's go.
I actually have. This is crazy. Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
Not too much, but I know of the game. But I haven't. I'm not like expert level or nothing.
Kind of familiar with the voices, like
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I have one of the voices on my EP.
Oh, dope!
He did a whole voiceover for me.
Very nice.
Yes, sir. He's actually a comedian named Sling Johnson.
That's what's up.
Yes,
and you said the EP is out, or
Yes, sir.
When was it released?
I just released it this month.
Nice.
It's called Black Thoughts.
Black Thoughts.
BLAXX.
I think I seen that on your post as well.
Yes, sir.
Black Thoughts. Yep. EP coming 3/21. Why EP versus album? I think a lot of artists, like to do the EP route first so they can kind of, wet the taste buds a little bit for their listenership and their future. Is that why?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Give them a little
taste.
Yeah, a little trio or something that because I feel like with the album you should already have something rocking and rolling for people to expect.
Right.
The EP is to make you to feed your taste buds.
Yeah.
This is what I.
How many tracks on it?
5.
Okay.
But with the whole EP is 10.
I think. What do you mean?
Because I have the voiceovers.
So is he like skits in between?
Yes,
or
sir.
something? Okay, so 5 actual songs.
Yes, sir.
10 tracks
Yes,
with
sir.
the things in between.
Yes, sir.
I like those, man. It makes it, a good skit can make your whole project so much more enjoyable to listen to. You know what I mean? Take your cue from Doggy Style, back in the days, and the best skits were on that album. And the Chronic 2001,
2001.
2001.
Yes, sir.
Great skits on that one. What are yours like with Old Boy?
All comedy. It's more so he won't leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Is that like give me the consent, the idea behind the EP list? Is there a storyline or?
Yes, sir. So it's basically just me explaining myself from how I came up to this game and to how I'm going to finish this. And if you really listen to me, I'm really telling you my life story. I love how people say, I don't cap and stuff like that, but it's really easy to tell in somebody's lyrics what's going, what's real and what's not. So I try to make everything relatable. Right. Shout out to my manager, Ty, for that.
What's up, Ty? Hey, Ty was over here. Get on the mic, man. We get you over here. You know what I mean? Ty's family up here. We get you on the mic. I already had it queued up ready for you. Yeah. Me and Ty were talking about your name off air, and he's like, "Yo," because when I first, I'm new fan to you and your artistry, and I was like, "Who's this guy, La Envy?" You know what I mean? Let's check out this guy, La Envy. You guys get that a lot, like.
Actually, I haven't because usually people just say Envy.
Okay.
I think like they probably get confused.
Yeah.
And I've had multiple Instagrams. It was L.A. But and then Instagram, whatever, and you got to make another one. And I had an LA _, and then
yeah. It's kind of like, there's so many new artists out there, especially with West Coast hip hop. Thanks to Kendrick Lamar, he gave us so many features on that album. Put us onto a lot of new artists with his features. But there's this one in particular. He's on the Peekaboo joint with Kendrick Lamar. His name is AZ Chike. Okay, but at first read, when you look at his name, first looks. Tell me why. Listen, you know where I'm going.
I know where you go,
bro. I was like, who's this rapper named Ass Cheek?
Yes, I heard women say that too. Women said that too.
This dude's name is Ass Cheek. It's AZ and it's spelled like, you know what I mean? And it took me to like do my research and see, in the interviews and stuff. What did you?
I said this.
But I'm a fan though. No shade, no disrespect. He's fire.
Yeah.
He's fire.
We all had the same idea. We all put it all in front of us. We looked at each other and said ass cheeks.
Yeah.
People have the tendency to just read it as one line when it's like really break it down. When you see somebody's name on Instagram and you see something that's separate, read it like that. Be like, you know what? That's one word.
Yeah. Why the two-parter to your name? Do you want people to know you're from LA? Is that like?
Yes, sir.
So you're identifiable.
Yes, sir.
Have you been rocking with Envy? Like, how long has that been like your artist name?
I actually, I'm Haitian.
Oh,
so
nice.
With that comes, I'm real spiritual. We love the spiritual.
Yeah, beautiful.
With that energy, envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. So that's the reason why I picked that name to always let me know to envy nothing. So with that, I always have that reminder of to not be jealous, not to be mischievous, not to exactly envy somebody because of what they have. I don't know you. Even if you do know them, that's what you have, and then my time will come.
Yeah.
I learned those lessons watching Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. You seen that movie, Seven?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
That's one of the 7 deadly sins, right? The envy. Man, crazy movie. That's dope, man. But I did get that energy from you. You know what I mean? You seem like you got your stuff together. You know, humbled. You know your talents. I feel like, you know, I can feel the energy as you walk in. Like, you know what you're about. And you're ready to show the world. You know what I mean? Speaking of what you're about, you handed me a gift when you walked in here. I was like, yo, okay, well, explain this real quick. Can we show this on camera? This is your brand, your company?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the top, I don't know if is it?
It's called Push Pop.
Okay, cool. This is called Push Pop. Cotton candy is the flavor. Now, what am I gonna find inside here? Because I'm looking at it and it looks like cotton candy.
Yes, sir.
But it looks like little nugs of cotton candy. All right. What we got in here, my boy?
So what we have in here is actually we have cannabis.
Yep.
So for all the cannabis smokers, I actually have a legal cannabis company.
Ooh.
And I can get you any type
Green
of flavor.
as the T-shirt.
Yes, sir.
Man, you see the little red hairs? I see those.
You see the smile on your face? That's exactly. If you didn't smile, I would have walked out. I was like, I didn't do my job. I didn't do my job.
All right, tell me about Push Pop. Is that the name of the brand? Is that
no? It's a strain.
Oh, okay,
it's a strain.
Okay.
So the name of the brand is actually called Toke LA.
Okay.
So you know, I had that. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I started out with Toke LA. You know, everybody's a stoner, toke, whatever. I just wanted to make something as easy as possible, but something that was a commodity.
Right.
So everybody tokes. Everybody uses it as a slang term.
And something also that kind of brings people together. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not something that'll make you not want to say it or make you feel disrespected. No, it's Toke LA.
Toke LA.
And we're in LA where it's legal. So, But I actually got into it by one of my partners. He's an Asian guy. I met him in college. So that's why I keep telling people, go to school.
Yeah.
You never know who you meet when school.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got this plug in school. His brother was a grower for Jungle Boys.
That's dope. And I'm assuming, you know, being a business owner is great, man. Being an entrepreneur is great. I'm assuming this might fund your artist career.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's great, man. And you know, I saw an interview online, just a clip on Instagram that they were talking about, you know, how money is not really in the music anymore. I mean, that's what you want to be known for. It's you. It's your passion. It's your art. It's your artistry. But you know, artists have to be business people these days.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can't just rely on streams now.
Yes,
you know, they said like for every 80 streams or something like that, you get $1. Or you know what it is, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, something like that.
I can make it even worse. Well, not even worse. It's kind of people need to hear these things. So again, shout out to Ty because we have these conversations. You can go into an arena. Let's just say you opened up for a Kendrick Lamar, like how he brings people out. Shout out to Kendrick. But people are there to see who? Kendrick.
Right.
So if you're performing and you have 30,000 people, you may have out of 30,000, 30 people.
Right.
That wanted to check you out.
Yeah, rock with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you have to, I literally told myself and had to literally train myself to make people come to me because I provide a service that you want and need.
Right. Let's get back to the weed real quick.
Yes, sir.
Listen, so I don't really smoke too much, and I'm not too knowledgeable of it. So this is why this is gonna be a great segment because I'm gonna have a lot of questions.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So what's your preferred method of smoking?
I like to use papers or a wrap.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like joints, blunts.
Yeah, blunt, yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you still rolling your own? I mean, because I know they got like pre-rolls now.
I always roll my own.
Okay.
I always roll. It's nothing like rolling.
What about you as a company? Do you guys sell pre-rolls? You guys sell us pre-rolls and all that?
Pre-rolls, but
okay.
Some people like them, some people don't. You know, it's convenient.
Now the one I have in my hand right here, this Push Pop Cotton Candy. Is this an indica or a sativa?
Hybrid indica.
I'm just learning. I'm learning all this.
Hybrid indica.
It's a hybrid between the two? Okay. So I got into to cannabis for a few different reasons. You know, sleep deprivation. I always had trouble sleeping. I got back issues, things like that, you know. Is this gonna cure me, man, boy? Not cure, but it's gonna help me, like, you know.
You will be satisfied.
You know,
it's not
because which one is the head and which one's the body high for indica versus sativa?
So the head high would be sativa.
Okay.
And then if you have straight indica, which would be like a glue or an OG, then you'll have a full body high.
You know the problem that I always had with smoking weed is I never knew what I was doing when I was doing it, so I always overdid it. You know what I mean? I always took 2 extra long puffs when I didn't need to, you know, and it hit me too hard and it just wasn't enjoyable. I got too high. You know what I mean?
That's where people go wrong.
Paranoid and all that, man. Twice it's happened to me where I almost had to call my mom because I thought I was done. I thought I was leaving this earth. You feel me?
That's why I don't drink.
Okay.
I feel how you feel with cannabis is how I feel with liquor.
Okay. Yeah. Because you just don't know how to the intake.
I don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah. Okay. So how this is gonna get me right here?
It's gonna relax you. You're gonna be hitting my phone.
Dang. That's what's up. Can you roll me up a few before you leave? I know you got some papers or something you can't prepare.
We came for you.
That's what's up, man.
For you.
I appreciate this, man. This is dope. And not everybody like brings me like gifts, you know what I mean? And this is something like memorabilia for you, you know what I mean? That's what's up. We got LA Envy up in here. This is 90.1 KGGI. We're so happy to have you in the IE, my boy. That you're obviously very knowledgeable. I love that. I love that you shout out Rialto, Ontario, and not just the cities that you know your areas. Oh, you didn't tell me earlier. You got shorty out here? You rocking a girl?
No, I don't have no shorty out here.
Okay.
My shorty's actually in LA.
Kaylin, for real, always said it's always good to have one out here like Moreno Valley, like the deeper cities in the IE, because it's like they're not gonna. It's just too far from LA, you know. So there's never, you know what I mean? The sneaky links.
All I can say is that I'm doing what I need to do to keep a steady relationship.
That's what's up.
I'm not into the,
I feel that. I get that sense from you. I get that sense from you. You're about your business, about your artistry, about your, you know. What's the show look like? What's a live show look like for LA Envy? What can we expect?
A live show for me is amped on your feet. Keep your ass going, hands
You
up.
got like hype man. You got your boys behind. Are you one of those ones that got 1 million dudes on stage?
Never.
Are you up there by? Okay, so
I'm actually glad you said that.
Yeah.
I got a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
I don't understand the football team.
Listen, there's certain artists that have proved to the world that all it takes is one. Kanye West, Common holds down the stage like no other. Help me out. Who else in it, Reg? I mean, there's a few, you know, but
Tupac, Roddy Ricch, Travis Scott,
DMX,
is like sick by
Nas.
by yourself. You don't need nobody else. You and your DJ. You know, Will Smith.
Will Smith, Nas, Jadakiss. You can name all. That's a different segment. We're all the top dogs.
I love that you're going there because let me segue into this. So just today, over the past few days on Instagram, World Star has been posting this, the GOATs of hip hop and R&B, and everybody seems to be really upset about it. The R&B one is kind of crazy right now. But do you have, not the GOATs, I mean the Mount Rushmore, because there's only 4 spots on that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It's easy to be like, yo, name me your top 5 or top 10 dead or alive. But when you got 4, I feel like mine would change constantly. Can you give me your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
Yeah, I have 4 that would just stay.
That'll always stay. This is it, no matter what.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
We have DMX. I have to put Tupac. I have to give Ice Cube, and then I have to give Rakim.
I love that they put Cube in there. People don't be putting Cube in. I don't know why, man. Cube is he's the great man. He's the greatest.
Without Cube, what would the West Coast be?
Yeah, like his pen game was just phenomenal.
And you're talking about a whole segment. You're talking about Cube brought a whole West Side connection. He brought a whole DPG. He brought
Yes. And then you had that one East Coast. You got Rakim on there. I like that.
Oh, I love the East
Why
Coast.
Rakim?
Because he started it. Without Rakim,
the guy.
We wouldn't even know what hip hop was.
How to write a bar inside a bar.
Anything. I don't like when people in this game don't give credit when it's due.
Yeah.
And I mean from the DJs to
fair.
the radio hosts to the managers. Like there's a lot of people in this game that don't get credit. I wouldn't be here without that.
And that's the thing, but it's personal to you. That's why when you talk about people's top 10, 5s, the Mount Rushmores, everybody's going to be different, and that's okay. And it's everybody wants to be quick to add in the comments like, "Yo, you tripping?" But this is your Mount Rushmore. It's it's personal to you. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
This game is personal to me. This whole lifestyle is personal.
Yeah.
I'm not here for the theatrics, the looks. I'm here to showcase my entertainment skills on how to grab a listener and to showcase my life.
What about like the softer side of LA Envy? You listen to R&B, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, so
I have 2 daughters.
There you go. Come on, man. He know about the baby making music there. Give me a Rushmore of R&B, man. Let's go Let's go male singers, and then you can do female if you want. And let me show you. Let me just to kind of get your palette out. You know, so World Star posted this one that was up that Boosie, which we were talking about earlier. He's the one that's really stirred the pot. He was like, "Yo, how you gonna do?" So the original one that went viral for the Mount Rushmore of R&B was Michael Jackson, Neo. I love Neo, but come on. Michael Jackson, Neo, Usher, and Chris Brown. Okay, that was the one that was making the rounds. So Boosie interjects and he stirs the pot. He's like, yo, how you going to leave R. Kelly out? Like, how you going to do my man like that?
I was just about to say.
You know what I mean? So, and then people were like, Michael Jackson shouldn't be on it because he's a king of pop. But guess what? Like, yeah, he's an R&B singer. And guess what? R&B is pop music.
I was just about to say.
You know what I mean?
You just speed it up.
So, guys, I'm sorry. So, give me your Rushmore of R&B. Male. And it can even be a group as one. Or just solo.
Oh, then I have to, if that's the case, then I got to say Casey and JoJo.
Let's go.
You have to, unfortunately.
You want a Joe to see that or just Casey and JoJo?
Oh, Nick Nack is good.
Come on, boy.
Because, I mean, with them, they were powerful. And then with.
Listen, Jodeci is the first group that told people that it was okay to cry for your woman. I mean, they're basically begging for pussy, like on the record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I gotta say Casey and JoJo.
Okay, Casey, JoJo.
Boys to Men.
Yes, I knew I liked this guy. Listen, okay, go. I'll tell you what. Some shit right there.
I feel like we like kind of like bouncing off.
For sure.
Boys to Men. I have to put. I mean, unfortunately, you have to put R. Kelly. Like you have to put.
You gotta put Kelly in there.
You have to put R. Kelly in there. And my fourth one. I'm gonna give it to my man. Chris, it gotta go to Chris Brown.
Breezy, come on, man.
That boy is. You say his name and.
But you would leave MJ out of there?
I don't want to, but yeah. Because if you want me to be honest, Michael Jackson is his own. You can't.
I feel like that too. I feel like there's certain answers that are just they're givens. You know what I mean? Just leave MJ out because we already know
that's like putting Prince in. You can't. Or Kobe and LeBron.
Yeah.
Sitting here all day.
Of course he's on there.
We'll be here all day.
Boys to Men. I fuck with that, man.
It's like, how do you forget the?
Come on, man. Like they're the ones that really showed the world what harmonies were.
Yes, sir.
Runs like nobody can run better than Wanye.
Yes, sir.
You know, they're the ones that like invented the bridge. They didn't invent it, but they perfected it.
They brought it out.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
they had everybody trying to.
Yes. Come on, man. I like that you said that, Casey. Okay, that's what's up. And you want to take a female stab at that?
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. Faith Evans.
Faith Evans, really? I'm not mad at that, but that's. What you think, Ray? Soon as I get home.
And I'm only saying this because we're talking about records that were just you couldn't stop that record.
Right.
I gotta put Mariah Carey.
Come on, man. Dude, this dude is like me in another outfit.
Yes, sir. We cousins.
Come on, man. We might be cousins or something, man. Like Mariah and Whitney are on my.
The last one would be my auntie, Mary J. Blige.
Come on, man. Yes, I love that. I wouldn't have put her on there, but now that I'm hearing it out loud, for sure. For sure. Cause she was the one that brought the hood to mainstream R&B.
Yes, you know, like Tina Marino.
Yeah.
Every black mom.
I only didn't say that because she was a little bit older than me and a little bit past my dad.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing this.
Undeniable, you know.
But Mary J. Blige had young girls rocking a baseball jersey with a hoop. You know what I mean? Gosh, she was
even Aaliyah.
Ginormous. So another one that went viral today was the white rapper Mount Rushmore. And let me tell you who's on it. And people like very disagreeable. Obviously, Eminem is on there, okay?
For sure.
Eminem, Mac Miller, Paul Wall, and Russ. What? So this is like stirring the pot a little bit, okay? Who you taking off and who you replacing with? Just in case you forget.
Russ gotta go.
Russ has got to go.
Gotta go,
No
sir.
disrespect to Russ. He's dope. But listen, if we took off Russ, don't scroll to the left. Trust me, you don't want to do that. I'm just kidding. But if we took off Russ, I will replace a Russ with like a Logic at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you feel me? Like
we the same. We the same.
We're the same.
Right?
Yeah. So give me yours.
You just said one. So Logic.
Yeah, he just spoke about Logic in the car.
Yeah, I'm a real big fan.
Tough, man.
Shout out Logic. If you're hearing this right now,
Logic.
let me know.
Yeah.
But I would definitely you got to have Eminem on there. He was the first one to really get this started. I got to have Mac Miller. Paul Wall and Rush can go.
Paul Wall and Russ can go. So we replace Rush. Who's replacing Paul Wall?
I would replace Paul Wall with.
Yeah, who else is out the Reg? White rappers.
No,
we doing Vanilla Ice?
No, I got it right now. I will replace. That's crazy you said that. I will replace Paul Wall with Post Malone.
So, okay, listen. People said that, but Post Malone not really a rapper.
He is though.
But he is.
Has he rapped ever on a song?
Is a rap song.
The only one though.
That's why he got.
He's singing on every other track.
What about
since
Rockstar?
then.
Feeling like a rock star.
Maybe he rapped a little on that. Calling Post Malone a rapper to me is
MC Search.
Okay.
From like the 80s.
I respect Post Malone as a rapper, but it's almost like okay.
Give me. Okay, then I would replace him with MGK.
MGK is
I
respectable.
would take MGK.
Yeah, he don't get no respect.
And that's because he don't get no respect. And if you really put that boy in the studio, he will give you some stuff.
Remember when he was beefing with Eminem like some years back, and obviously M won, but he came with some.
At that time, he wasn't at the level. Now I feel like he might be able to get, but at that point, he just wasn't. It was too early.
Yeah, dude,
it was too early.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the last one, that's what I said.
You said Logic, Eminem, MGK, and I don't remember the other one.
The last one.
You said Post Malone, but
I would.
Okay, you got to replace him.
Yeah, I got to replace him. I would give that last spot will go to my engineer.
Damn, he a rapper?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's cold like that?
One of the coldest.
And you gonna put him as a Mount Rushmore? He that dope?
I would bring that boy in here right now.
Really?
And sit here and watch y'all be like,
Dang. And is this because just his ability to put words together? I mean, does he make good music?
This man has mastered a sound.
Damn.
He actually teaches at a school in Arizona, and this is why I keep saying stay in school. He's only 24 years old.
That's what's up.
And he teaches.
Damn. Some people got it early,
Yes, so I'm like, I would bet my bottom dollar on that.
And what's his name?
His name is Drez Mira.
He makes his own music?
Yeah, he has music.
I'm going to do my research,
we have a song together.
Let's hear it. Hold on. Let's go. LAMV. What's it called?
Yeah, type in Caliber 333.
Caliber. Boom. All right, let's see. Is this joint right here?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Let's hear it. Hold on. Yeah, you hear it? Hey, make that money. You know what I mean? You monetize that joint. You know?
Hey, that's the crazy part. I don't even think I'm.
YouTube does what they want, no matter what. It's whatever. It says your video, no, it's theirs. All right, here we go.
Hey, go ahead, Tiffany.
Caliber 333.
We in the streets with this.
What's his name?
Drez Mira.
Drez Mira featuring LAMV. Let's hear this boy.
Produced by me as well.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that joint you're wearing. I saw that on your Instagram. It looked like you dipped your beanie in hot Cheetos.
Trying to fuck a vest, take your crown and your crest. Chopstick, make him crawl on his knees.
go.
No pet, if he preach with a tech, I squeeze, no regrets. Mama calling on your father, holler, screaming through the flesh. Niggas get the flocking pillow, talking bleed on your.
You or him?
That's me. He coming next. He coming right now.
Oh, geez, I proceed, sock my say to the death. No John Watt cuss, take a risk by myself.
Here we go.
It should've hit me when it went off in a fucking meaning. Soda strap, but if it smoke, it get hotter than Phoenix. Fuck this girl, a rubber's only thing that got between us. If it weren't for them socials, they never fucking see us. I never said I cheated, thought that shit went unsaid. Hoes in all directions, now my life been getting complex. The kid was not my son, I had to lead that bitch like Mike J. Yeah, motherfucker.
I don't need no help. Pick a lane, Euro step. Any nigga try to find me, Dre, my Armageddon. Peas all around me, got them bowls full of pressure. Got them boys pulling up. Green broccoli full of lettuce, huh? Envy been a step. I got this big bitch swinging when I squeeze, it won't let up. Take his mans with him on the scene, clear the setup. Hit him back, alley cats, nigga, Helen Keller. Turn a nigga.
This is the one where you guys went for it. You guys went for it on this one.
Sloppy bitch, how you copy? Shit, I can feel it in the air and I'm a kamikaze. I told my brody, pass the rifle, I'm feeling Mozzie. I'm coming for they net, looked at my bitch like who else gon' top me? All of y'all is students in the class, it's a lockdown. I'm hot now, no block, now everybody getting shot down. Dress a gentleman, the way these hoes be getting walked down. Heads be getting split the way y'all fondling my cock.
Going the beast route, running through these streets. Peter Tuck.
Kind of a vibe right here, man.
Kinda stiff, mean mugging with a lean, bitch. I ain't with that talk, let me show you what I mean. Put a muzzle to your nose, all fours now scream. How the bliss get to stalking, demon time, no dreams. Leave his body to the vultures, hang his
I'm so glad he wasn't terrible, man. I'm so glad he's good, man. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Shout out Dresmira, you know.
We fed off of each other.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not written.
It was no lag. It was a great flow, great great cadence, great beat, and you guys went for it, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't shy away from people that I know deserve it.
That's what's up.
And I feel
get
like
it flowers where flowers are due.
Yes, sir. I feel like there's a lot of people that do not give enough credit.
Yeah. Hey, man, let everybody out here in the IE know where to find you, man. All social media, let them know what you got coming up, projects, musically, all that.
Hey, it's your boy LA Envy, the new sound of LA. Understand, LA Envy, I am the new West, baby. Holla at me. You can find me on Instagram, LA Envy M3. I'll say that again. He
said, where you can find me?
Yeah, I said one more time. It's LAENVY M3, all one word. You can find me on all social media platforms. I also have an EP out right now with the voice of GTA. I repeat, the voice of GTA.
You guys know when you hear it.
Man, he's on the EP. It's called Black Thoughts, BLAXXX Thoughts. BLAXXX Thoughts, streaming on all social media platforms. I promise you, you will be an ear grabber. I promise you.
LANV on Rockstar Radio. My name is Nick Nack. This is 99.1 KGGI. Welcome to the IE, my boy.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. It was great having you, man. I enjoyed this a lot, man.
Thank
you, brother.
Can't wait to meet you again. See you
Absolutely.
again.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we got LANV up in here. What's up, man?
LA, the new sound of LA. Y'all better stay tuned.
Let them know the single, the project, all that.
Look, I got a whole project out called Black Thoughts. Nick Nack just played Game On all live. We going crazy. He also played another shit. Excuse me. He also played a new song.
Baby.
New song that we got called Caliber 333. But check out Game On. The interview we got right now is crazy.
Yes. Live on Rockstar Radio right here, 99.1 KGGI from LA, South Central to the IE. What's up, though?
We all interconnected, baby. All love.
Yes, sir.
Tune in.
You know Shady Diddy? KGGI in Frisco?
I know of her. I don't know of her.
That's who you didn't
Who?
That email, you can just send it to me and I'll send it to you. Because you're not going to hit it, right?
Yeah. I'll send it. Forward it to you.
I do. Yeah, I got you. I appreciate you, G. Always. Be safe out here. It's dark as fuck in that drive.
Yeah, fact.